Today I want to talk about how to start feeling positive in stressful situations. Number 1 is to pause. It's very simple and pretty effective. It only takes a split second to just pause and simply drop your mind for a sec and give yourself a break from whatever you're doing when you feel stressed, concerned, or feel upset with something or someone. If you feel negative, it means that something has triggered you, and the momentum must have built up to create the negative feeling. Otherwise, you wouldn't feel that way. So it's very important to break the momentum and get you out of the cycle. And oftentimes, it takes only a split second to disrupt the streams of negative thoughts or negative feeling. Number 2 is stop resisting and start allowing. So even after the pause, we are more likely to go back to the negative feeling because there was momentum. Have you ever been riding in a car when the driver suddenly slammed on the brake, and you would probably felt that your body was moving forward? And it's called inertia. It's a tendency to stay unchanged. It's a resistance of change in its state of motion. And this inertia applies to not only physical matter but also to emotional matter. So if you really want to change the direction of how you feel from negative to positive, you just need to stop resisting. Stop resisting, just feel the negative emotion as much as you can, immerse yourself in negativity, and express it in a way that doesn't create further negativity. So for example, you can speak about your honest feeling while having conversation. You can journal, you can even cry if necessary. You can paint, play music. It can be done in many different ways. And you can be a little creative about processing your emotion. The key point here is to let out negative emotion completely out of your body. Whenever a negative feeling comes up, just let it out constantly. Don't suppress it, and stop feeding your emotion. Stop feeding your negative emotion by constantly reminding yourself of the event that you consider negative. Number 3, don't feel negative about feeling negative. This is very important. Don't feel negative about feeling negative. There's nothing wrong with feeling negative. It's actually a natural thing to feel negative. We all have the right to experience the entire spectrum of emotion, whether it's positive or negative. The reason why I'm emphasizing on staying positive is not because negative is bad. It's because I personally prefer staying positive, and I see a lot of values in it when it comes to personal joy. Our emotion is an indicator of where we are. So for example, when you touch a steaming pot, you would feel burning. And that sense of burning, the pain, is to let you know to stop touching the pot. The primary purpose of the pain is not to make you suffer, but to let you know what's not working for you. And I think it works the same way in terms of emotion. When you feel negative, your emotion is telling you to stop. So take your emotion as an information, and there's no need to add further negative feeling onto that. Number 4, be committed to making yourself feel good. Put your personal joy over physical circumstances. I know many people might disagree with it because we're taught in the opposite way. We learn that our personal feeling is less important than our relationship, project, work, family, or any other social system. We learn that our personal joy and common goals are often mutually exclusive, so we have to choose one. So as we grow up, we accept to sacrifice our personal joy for the sake of more important stuff that we often believe it's gonna make us happy in the end. However, unfortunately, in most cases, it doesn't. We do feel a sense of accomplishment at some point, but that feeling doesn't last long because we immediately move to another thing and sacrifice, wait for the next happy moment. So the wait time becomes longer than the time we actually enjoy our life. So how do you make yourself feel good when the immediate situation is out of your control? I would suggest you to shift your focus. Here's what I did. It actually happened to me yesterday. I was in line in the convenience store. There was one cashier. There were like 6 or 7 people ahead of me. And it seems that it's gonna take forever to check out. There's nothing I could do. I couldn't just cut the line or like have another cashier do the work. And I was listening to music at the time. So I decided to focus on listening to music. So rather than checking time and seeing how many items have been scanned and see if the person swiped their credit cards, I started enjoying the music that I was listening to, and I felt the time started going faster, and I realized that I was checking out my items. So here, the physical circumstances didn't really change. There was still one cashier, but as soon as I changed my focus from waiting for the cashier to enjoying the music, my experience and my feeling changed. So it doesn't always require physical change to make you feel good in certain situation. All you need to do might be just changing your focus. A subtle change in your focus can make a huge difference. Number 5, last one. Do what makes you feel lighter. The word happiness may sound a little far-fetched. Happiness, I think, is an intense level of positivity, like a state of ecstasy. And sometimes it's hard to reach that level of intensity when there's not enough momentum. So that's why I use the word lighter. Just acting upon what makes you feel lighter, start from small. For example, if taking a walk sounds good to you, just go for it. Take a walk for 5 minutes, take in some fresh airs. There is a huge difference between just wanting to feel good and actually feeling good by doing what makes you feel good. And it doesn't matter how simple it is, how short it is, and how trivial it seems to be. The action is the one that creates momentum. So start making incremental changes and make it as a habit so you can get familiar with what it feels to feel positive and feel good. Make it as part of your daily life. I hope you're having a great day wherever you are. Have a great day. Thank you.